What is up, YouTube? Back for another video. Super excited about this one because we're gonna talk about something that's very, very important to me, and that should be important to you, and that is the mindset. And I felt the need to do this video because I was thinking to myself today, as I was in the gym working out, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I was like, Zay, you don't have the body you want right now because of your mindset. You don't have the income you want right now because of your mindset. And I'm going to explain, I'm going to go into more detail about it, but life, and this is my belief is that life is 99% mental. So life, that would then make life about overcoming the mental battles. And that's all life is really a mental battle. And I'll give you an example, a personal one, right? So a lot of times, and this has happened a countless amount of times, is that the night before, I'll say, you know what? I want to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I'm motivated, I'm excited, but I go to sleep. As soon as that alarm clock goes off at 5 a.m., I'm like, whoa, what am I doing? Why did I lie to myself? I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. anymore. That's a bad idea. Go back to sleep, hit the snooze button, and continue my day. That's a mental battle, right? Getting out of bed in the morning, getting out early when it's uncomfortable and you're still sleeping, you wanna hug those covers tight. That's a mental battle. It's your mind telling you, your emotions telling you that sleep will be better than whatever else that you had planned to do. So everything in life is really about overcoming those mental battles. And so when we all can learn to control our mind and win those mental battles, we will be successful, right? The more mental battles that you overcome, the more you'll win and succeed in life. Everything you want to accomplish is literally just a mental battle. And you can put the power back in your hands if you will accept the fact that your life and your success is your responsibility. Now, me, as a believer in God, I'm not a religious person, but I believe in God. I believe in a higher power, a creator. And so the word, the Bible, tells us that we are made in his image, right? And that to me is empowering. Because if I know I'm made in the image of God, the Most High, the creator, the one who created the universe and everything, DNA, everything in it, we're made in his image. What does that mean? That means that I have power, right? He gave us the power to create as he created. And what do I mean by that? We are not ourselves gods, right? But we have the power and choice of free will. Okay? So with our free will, we have the ability to make decisions. And all life is about decisions, disciplines, and consistency. And we can kind of correlate discipline and consistency kind of hand in hand, right? But let's start off with any area you want to talk about in your life. The body you have right now is because of you, right? And this is granted, obviously, if you are watching this video right now and you have some type of, handicap you were born with, that's not what I'm talking about. For those who are in control fully, right? You think you're overweight, you think you're too skinny, whatever it is, you are in control. And I will say this for myself. I watch those videos, workout videos, and I'm like, I want that body. But I don't put the work in to match it. And it's a mental battle because I'm going throughout my day and, part of me will say, hey, you need to go to the gym. And part of me will say, hey, just sit down, you don't need to go to the gym right now. You can go later. And then I'll procrastinate and never go at all, right? And I'll end up doing something else less productive, less beneficial, like scrolling through social media or watching TV. And now I just sacrificed the body I wanted for laziness, right? Or for a little small feeling of excitement, whatever, scrolling through and watching different videos. I don't know what it is specifically. But if we win those mental battles, when our mind, it's a constant war going on in your brain, right? It's a tug of war. Literally, I know when you guys were kids, you've seen the little, the angel on one side and the devil on the other side. That's what's going on in your mind. Every single time you want to make a decision to do something, there's a war in your mind that you have to win if you want to succeed. When you want to start that business, part of your mind's telling you you need to do it. The other part is telling you just hold off, or don't do it, or you're going to fail, or you're not going to succeed, you're not going to make it. Which voice are you going to listen to? The one that's telling you it's not possible, or the one that's telling you that you know you can have success, right? Most of the people, and I would say not, if not all or everyone who's failing right now is because of them, right? A lot of us, because these conversations in our mind tell us that we make up excuses and reasons why we can't succeed and reasons why it's not going to work, and that's a mental battle. But in your head, say you want to be a successful YouTuber, and your mind is telling you, one voice is telling you that you have it in you already, and the other voice is telling you you need other things added on. You don't have a good camera. Oh, you don't have that expensive microphone. Oh, you don't know how to edit well. Well, let me tell you that is all BS. It's voices in your head telling you you can't do it. It's all a lie. And I'm not here to be a motivator. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to tell you the truth. This is reality, right? And we'll talk about reality a little bit more because everybody's reality is different, but there are concrete things. There are principles of success, right? Regardless of what your reality is, there are principles of success. And some of those principles are literally just discipline and consistency, right? Our minds tend to overcomplicate success. Our minds tend to overcomplicate getting to where we want to go. A lot of times we'll create a plan and we won't even stick with it long enough to see it through, to see the end result, whether to know if it'll work or not, right? Every day, mental battle, tug of war. Will you win? Will you overcome, right? A lot of people watching this video is probably entrepreneurs or want to pursue entrepreneurship. But there's a war in your mind, and the fear side is winning. That's telling you that you can't succeed in this. That's telling you you're better off staying in your secure, comfortable job versus starting that business, right? In entrepreneurship, and this is real life, this is real stuff. I'm gonna give you real examples of my life in entrepreneurship. It's been time, and this is how it goes for a lot of people, right? You're going through life right now, you started your own business, and okay, you come to a point you're doing kind of well, you're making money, money comes in, it's doing pretty good, boom. Then the next week, leads are scarce, income is scarce, and now your brain goes into panic mode. It's a mental battle. It's telling you, oh, see, I was right. Entrepreneurship doesn't work. You're failing right now. You need to get a job. You're not going to make it. Those bills aren't going to get paid. And so now fear starts to poison your brain. It starts to overpower the other side that knows that if you just worked hard and did everything you know to do, you'd be successful. That part is being overridden by the fear side, the scarcity side, the failing mindset side. It's telling you, see, I told you, you need to get a job. It's going to be more secure. It's going to make you feel more comfortable. You get that guaranteed paycheck. And what's crazy is we let that side beat us down. Even though a lot of times, depending on your vehicle and like what your product or service is, and I'll give you an exact example. So if you're dealing with something a little bit more higher ticket, right? Say you're dealing with a high ticket product and your average sale is $1,000, right? But you don't have a bountiful amount of leads. But your average ticket is $1,000, so you're not living a super extravagant life with crazy expenses. So $1,000 day would pretty much fix your situation. So say 1 week we have a $2,000 day, so we make $2,000 in a week, right? And that's just working 2 days. Next week comes, because we didn't make any income that week, or we didn't get any phone calls, we go into panic mode, right? And so now our mind reverts to the weak point, because that's, when we feel struggle and pain, our mind automatically reverts back to the lowest hanging fruit. So in the entrepreneurship world, a job would be the lowest hanging fruit, right? Versus you working harder and really going out and doing every single thing you know to do and really working your butt off, your mind will revert to the low hanging fruit, which is go grab a job, file for unemployment, whatever it is. I don't know exactly, but that's what our brains will reach for. When you feel pain, you're looking for the easiest escape. And so, so we make that money 1 week, next week leads are scarce, our brain is going in weak mode, but it starts to ignore all of the upside. That's what your mind will do to you. It will ignore all the upside. So now, because you're having a down week, you're willing to sacrifice all the upside. So now you're gonna, even though you can make $1,000 in 1 day, because of the scarcity mindset and the fears overriding your brain and your mindset right now, you're now willing to settle for $15 an hour. So let's take out our calculator, right? $1,000 divided by $15 an hour. This is just a example number. That's 66 hours of your life, right? So you're now willing to give 66 hours of your life to a job versus giving a few more hours to your vehicle to increase your income. And that doesn't make sense. Humans, here's what I've realized throughout my life in adulting and just observing, is that humans aren't rational thinkers. We're not. Humans are way more on the emotional side, the compulsive side, than rational. How often do we really take a second and pause and really evaluate and truly think over our decisions and what we're doing, throughout life, right? If we were rational thinkers, and this goes for myself, all of my videos are talking to me and hopefully someone else gains value, but I like to, I'm really talking to myself. This is a self-talk that I put out publicly. But if we were rational, we'd turn over our cereal boxes and read the ingredients and go, I don't know what any of this stuff is. Chemical, poison, whatever. If you ever turn over a cereal box and read the ingredients and their names that you have no idea how to even pronounce, or you watch a documentary seeing how your food is made and you know it's not good for you, and you just go, oh well, it's delicious, so I'm going to keep eating it, right? That's not the rational side of you. That's the emotional side, the compulsive side that doesn't really analyze the situation or care about cause and effect, right? So now, we're led with, we were led with all these different diseases and sicknesses and diabetes and cancer. And a lot of that stuff is actually in our control. If we were rational, we'd all be very healthy people. We'd have we'd all, be eating plants and less fried foods and less unnatural sugar unnatural sugars and stuff. We'd be eating fruits and plants and stuff that's actually good for us and drinking all the water we're supposed to and having the right amount of minerals and nutrients and vitamins in our body. But we're not rational, so we don't care about that stuff. A lot of your brain, when you realize how your mind works, your left brain and your right brain and how decision making works, you start to see the world a little bit differently. You start to self-analyze and see that, a lot of these things, when you have that self-awareness, you're like, what? Where I'm at right now is because of me, right? And at first that can seem kind of depressing to be like, wow, I really put myself in here in this position. But I want you to realize one thing. Where you're at in life right now, where I'm at in life right now, is a compilation or the result of all the decisions I've made that have led me here, right? Plain and simple. Listen, when it comes to success right now, we have, and I'm speaking specifically for this day and age. If you're alive in this time right now, which obviously you are, or you wouldn't be watching this video, we have access to an unlimited amount of resources just from the internet, right? From people on camera dishing out free videos, from an enormous amount of books that you can even get for free, the library, free books online, or even very cheap, free courses, free information, but you're still stuck thinking you need college because that degree is going to give you a good feeling that you actually succeeded, even though you haven't accomplished nothing yet. And I'm not knocking your education, but I'm just telling you the reality of society right now, what's available to us, and I'm speaking for myself, is that, we get these highs from doing things from false achievements, So you go, you buy a book and it gives you a little high, it makes you feel good like you've progressed. Or you buy a course, it makes you feel like you've progressed. Or you graduate college and it makes you feel like you've progressed, even though that's only the beginning. That's only the door of success. And if you never walk through that door, you've accomplished nothing. So each and every day, we're faced with thousands of mental battles. Some in the subconscious realm that we're not even realizing that we're dealing with. Right? And I will say right now, as the posting of this video, in December, this year has been a tough year, like mentally. And I'm going to do another video about this year and what it's taught me. But it's a mental battle that we have to learn how to overcome and strengthen our mindset each and every day. So how do you do that, right? I can go on all day talking about how we're facing mental battles, but how do we do that? How do we overcome those mental battles? Well, I'll give you one example of one way I overcome mental battles in one specific area. So money, right? Money is the God of many people, even many Christians who claim to serve, and believe in Jesus and whatnot. Money is their God. Regardless of what they say, money is their God. Because if you stress over money when it's low, if money's always constantly got you worried or anxious, it gives you anxiety, money's your God, right? Money is controlling you. Money is in charge of you. And so the funny thing about money specifically is that it's unlimited. Money is an idea. Money is really, it's no more valuable than this paper scraps I have in my hand, but we've been taught to believe that it's so valuable, and so we back it up and we believe in it. So that's why it has its power. And so money controls so many people. So everybody deals with this, whether you're rich or poor, right? But one way I overcome fear and scarcity mindset when it comes to money is I'll give money away. I'll do something generous. Yes, it's part good. Yes, it's part selfish to help me feel better. But the thing about when I do that, when I give money away, what am I saying, right? When I give something away, I'm saying that I'm really telling myself subconsciously, this comes in abundance, right? When you're willing to let go of something, see, if you have a scarcity mindset, you're going to hold on tight, right? A scarcity and fearful person is not going to let go of something because they think that nothing else better is out there or exists, or that what they have is limited and they can't get more of it, right? But if you truly believe money was unlimited, why wouldn't you give some away? Why wouldn't you be willing to make a donation or help someone else out, right? There's always going to be someone in a worse position than you. But so for me, when my mind starts to beat me up and worry about money and where the next paycheck's going to come from, I give some money away. And some of you probably saying, I don't have anything to give right now. Well, give away something. Give away your time. Go volunteer. Find something to give away. But so many people, they want these riches to come into them, but they're walking around with closed hands. They're walking around with tight fists, gripping on to the little bit they have. When success will come when you open up your hands and say, you know what I have isn't even mine. I don't need it because it comes in abundance, right? Do you hold your breath all day because you're worried about not finding oxygen? That's dumb. You die, right? So the same thing when it comes to money or finances, you holding on to that little bit is going to kill your finances, your income. Be willing to let go. And this doesn't mean you're just throwing money here and about, but you're giving a signal to the universe, to God, that you know what? This isn't mine. And that whoever's in control of this, I know that what I have right now comes in abundance. So I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to give to this person and that person, help this person out, or this charity, because what I have is when I give it away, it's gonna come back to me in an overflow. And this isn't about being religious nor spiritual. This is just life principles, and this is gonna help you mentally. That when you give it away, you're training yourself not to stress over something, right? The longer you hold on to it, you're literally limiting yourself. Money comes in abundance. Right now, somebody watching this video is probably making $4,000 a month. I don't know how much you make. I'm going to say $4,000 a month, right? Money might be tight for you. Money's scarce. But let me tell you this. While you're concerned about struggles and it's giving you anxiety and money's not, coming in that much. And so you're thinking that $4,000 a month is controlling you. There's somebody who's making $100,000 in a week. And why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because money comes in abundance. You're making $4,000 in a month. Somebody's doing it in a week, or $100,000 in a week. That is inspiration for me. It's like, while I'm sitting here stressing over this little bit of money that I'm making in a month, I could be doing this in a day, in a week, in 2 weeks. So I'm telling you this to tell you that Money can come in abundance if you open yourself up to it and realize that money, like I said before, is just an idea. There is plenty of money to go around. If you live in the US, there are people becoming millionaires off of winning the lottery. We have so much money that people can literally win from playing the lottery and become a millionaire and be set financially. And so even for a second, I want to go into that, is that when it comes to like the lottery, right?